Hey guys, today we have an exciting review over here of the Target exclusive LEGO set, LEGO Been There Donut Z 40358. It has 146 pieces, retails for $14.99 in USD, and it's something I can't find in Singapore, so this took like 2 weeks to come back then, and I'm finally reviewing the set. So look forward to both the speed building in the next section and the main review when it starts. So yeah, see you in the next section. So for our first minifigure, we basically have the barista at the donut shop over here. So yeah, she spots a generic kind of barista costume, I guess. So this is a generic costume that you can easily find in, I think, the LEGO Movie CMF Series 1. And also, there have been quite a lot of occasions whereby they were found in those bring your own minifigure in LEGO stores back then, and also like other occasions such as the set. So I guess as of this point it's not really anything special, but I still really like the torso prints on it because it really gives rise to a lot of creativity, and you can create a lot of your own marks and custom kind of designs for coffee stores or anything of that sort. So yeah, just looking at it, the torso print has her name tag there with no specific name, and also the coffee shop insignia on it as well in the middle, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, otherwise her face print is quite special in a way whereby it has a large screen to it, so I don't think that's the generic face print for minifigures, so that's pretty nice to have as a face print. And so if I take off her hat, you can see her secondary face print over here as well, which is showing that she's quite calm, or maybe she's dozing off. And of course her hairpiece is a brown or brunette kind of princess hair over there. They usually see for, I think, Hermione is the exact same hairstyle for year 5 or year 5 Hermione. So yeah. Then she also spots a dark brown leg piece with no prints, and that's kind of it for this minifigure. And this is the back of the minifigure with some nice lining, and that's it. For our second minifigure, I'm guessing she's either a doctor or a nurse. Just looking at the insignia on her, on the left side of her torso prints over there. So she has a blue undershirt beneath that cloth or lab coat, I'm guessing. So yeah, that's pretty nice. You can also see in her pocket there's actually a pen as well. So I think this torso print is exclusive to this minifigure. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I've never actually seen any other minifigures before up to now. Her leg piece is simply having no prints, so it's basically just a white leg piece by itself. And from what I know, her face print, I'm pretty sure is exclusive to this minifigure, as well, as I've not seen a face print like that before with glasses and brown eyebrows over there. So yeah. Of course, her hairpiece is kind of generic and easy to find because it's basically just an orange kind of, let's just say, what's the name again? Mary Jane Watson hair in orange in color. So yeah, that's kind of it. Her accessories include a hand phone piece over here, which is quite easy to find honestly without the minifigures. You can see all the numbers and icons in it. I don't really need to explain. Of course, you can also see the battery kind of percentage over there as well. It's really kind of generic print for the accessory. And if I turn to the back, basically you can see that her back torso print is there as well with a nice insignia, which probably represents a hospital insignia of some sort for nurses. So yeah, as you can see, she has no secondary face expression. And now we move on to the third minifigure, which is basically a construction worker. So for our third minifigure, here we have, I guess, an elderly construction worker here, different from Emmett. As you can see, he has a mustache over there, and together with a nice pair of spectacles on him, which kind of adds on to his age, honestly. So his accessory comes with a hat piece that is common for construction workers, and of course his torso prints over there are quite special, I think, because it's different from Emmett from what I recognize, because he has a pen necklace around his torso, and also like a name tag at the left of him, and there's a pocket as well on the right. So that's pretty neat. His hands are also different color as compared to his torso, with blue over there that represents his blue undershirt. And then he spots a regular orange leg piece with no prints, and yeah, that's kind of it. And if we turn to the back, we see his back torso basically shows kind of the generic prints for construction workers back torso. And of course there's no alternate face prints for this minifigure because yeah, his head doesn't cover the back of his head, so yeah, it would have been necessary and it would be weird if there's an alternate face print. Now we move on to the last minifigure. For our last minifigure, we have a businessman who is basically visiting the donut store over here, perhaps getting some coffee or snacks before he goes to work. As you can see, he has a dark brown hair, and his face print is possibly not exclusive to this set. Honestly, he kind of just looks like kind of a general minifigure face print over there, with a nice brown goatee to him and quite a generic smile to his face as well. But anyway, so moving on to his torso prints, it's kind of simple as well as compared to the other minifigures. It's basically a businessman suit he's wearing with a red tie, and his leg prints are basically non-existent. He just spots a regular gray leg piece over there. So yeah, his accessory also comes with a suitcase with nothing in it actually. So yeah. So if I turn to the back, basically you can see some of the lines for his torso prints there for his suit, and there's actually no secondary face print for this character. And that's kind of it for the minifigures. Now let's move on to the main set review. So to start off the main set review, basically if we just look at the set exterior itself, honestly it's kind of separated throughout the whole thing, and it's quite mini in my opinion, meaning like it's smaller than what I expected from the box art over there. So I'm not sure whether it is really worth $14.99, honestly, just looking at the size of this. But for what it is, I guess it serves its purpose well, and there's actually been a lot of prints given in this set that makes it worth $14.99. So yeah. So just looking at this set in general, it's actually kind of fun in appearance, I guess. It's really kind of a landscape setup kind of set. So looking at starting from the front, basically you can see that there's this banner over here that represents or indicates to the minifigures that the donut shop is nearby, and that's where they follow the signboard towards the donut store perhaps. Otherwise, you can see over here that there's people putting down their money or about to speak to their colleagues or something like that. So this businessman over here just got a donut and is drinking his coffee, etc. is having a good time at a bench. And this dog is just very curious about the donut over there. And this nurse possibly is a friend of the businessman, and that is why she left a bill over there, perhaps paying for him or something of that sort. Or maybe she could be just heading towards the donut store to buy some more of those nice looking donuts, which I will go into in a bit. But before that, if you look to the right, you can see that there's a dustbin over there with a nice banana in it, or a peeled banana inside the dustbin. And then we move closer to the donut store, we will see basically an old construction worker or senior over there trying to grab his coffee to drink before he goes for his morning construction work. And that's kind of his daily routine, you know. A lot of construction workers, what they do first, like Emmett says, they go there and drink some nice coffee from the coffee store. Remember that particular scene with the coffee guy? Yeah, I'm talking about that. So, with that, I should probably move towards the donut store's interior first. So let's do that. Now moving on to the interior design of the donut store. So basically on top over there you can see the insignias of the store, which is including a donut piece over there and a cup piece, basically representing that they sell both desserts and coffee. So yeah, And on the side, you can also see a banner there representing the donut store with a simple donut 1x1 round piece. So really the special thing about this interior design is definitely the rolling collection of desserts that they sell in the store. So as you can see over here, this thing can actually spin around and you can see the different desserts that's actually provided in this set. So inside the jar you can also see brown, pink, and donut piece over there that represents the desserts in the jar, so that's quite nice. If you spin this around, you can also see different types of desserts including donuts, biscuits, tidbits, and waffle pieces. So that's really quite a nice collection to get, and they actually even provided us with quite a number of these extra pieces for donuts, waffles, and biscuits, which is quite nice of LEGO to provide. I will show you this probably at the end of the video, so stay tuned to that. Otherwise, other than this special part of the store, there's also the part whereby workers or any customers receive their morning coffee or afternoon coffee in whichever way. So as you can see over here, there's a white and black piece over there. So the black piece is possibly representing for coffee and the white one maybe for milk, I'm guessing, if it's by color coordination. You can also see at the side there's red studs over there with a mark on top. So I'm guessing what this means is basically the cup is being stacked up on each another, and that's how the employee basically serves out the mugs and have enough mugs to serve to the customer. So anyway, this over here is where the customer probably or the workers receive their coffee for the day. So yeah. So if I turn it around, I guess it's another world to itself, because this is where the cashier or the worker or barista works at. So as you can see over here, she serves up the desserts to the customers. Otherwise, she's also the cashier over here with a nice printed cashiering piece over there as well, which is quite nice, quite a nice addition to this set. So yeah. And honestly, that's it for this set, and I can actually give my general verdict now. Now for my final verdict for this set, been there, donut there, I honestly would give this set a B in grading, just because, first of all, I feel that this set, as a modular set, or like for its design, it doesn't really feel like a LEGO set in general. It feels more like an accessory set, because like just looking at this set itself, it has bicycles, trash bins, donut pieces, and etc. Even such billboards. Everything is kind of separated throughout the whole set, and doesn't really feel like one set in general. It just feels like a lot of different parts separated throughout everything. So it kind of looks messy in appearance sometimes, and therefore I count that as a minus point for this set, because you really require like a base plate for all of these pieces to kind of be put together and look more coordinated, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. But I won't rate it any lesser than a B, just because like there definitely is a lot of accessories given, such as donut pieces, this helmet over there, and these money pieces, and different kinds of prints they actually provided. And they even provided a lot of these extra pieces that has prints as well. So I really appreciate that LEGO added such pieces in and just included it in this set. Honestly, as a Target exclusive, this is really special and just really different from usual sets that we see. So maybe that could be why the set is designed in such a way whereby it's really kind of accessory design, or accessory based design, I guess. And honestly, other than perhaps, I'm not sure whether Simpsons provided donut pieces for the police guy, but maybe they did. You don't really see those donut pieces often, and that could be an added point to this set. And the minifigures are pretty good as well, honestly. Just looking at them, you don't usually see the torso prints that are given in most of these minifigures, such as especially the doctor or the nurse over here, which is quite rare. So I really like that as well. And they even provided an animal fig, which is always welcome. This Dalmatian type of dog fig over here. So yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, so that kind of ends my video. I hope you all enjoyed the speed building and also my review of the minifigures and the main set. I honestly would recommend anyone in America to buy it, but maybe not anyone outside America, because the shipping fees is quite expensive for it is. It took like $10 for it to deliver over here. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you do, please subscribe and like my videos. Engineer quit. See you on the next adventure. Bye guys.